Okay. We're on location with Clint Eastwood, the superstar. And Clint, my first question is, what is a nice guy like you doing in a pool hall in Great Falls, Montana?
Well, we're shooting all kinds of wild scenes. Actually, not too wild. We're just shooting scenes about playing pool, and I was looking over the area, sneak around, sneak back.
Right. You're Thunderbolt in this
Right.
Thunderbolt and Lightfoot.
Yeah, and I'm working on I'm working in a machine shop up the way, and we're just here in the evening talking about what's going to happen next.
Were all these extras that you were shooting with tonight local people?
Oh
here?
yeah, that's the local guys. Most of them hang out in this. I mean, come in here occasionally.
Clint, I wanted to ask you, what have you enjoyed most about filming in Montana?
Water skiing.
And where have you been going water skiing?
No, I mean, I've just been enjoying myself. The weather's been super since we've been here. Last week's got a little wet, but for the most part it's been very warm, so I've been kind of relaxing and water skiing down at the river here.
Mm-hmm. And you've been able to have your family all here?
Right, and but it's beautiful. On film, the picture is really taking on a good look because of the nature of the plains and all that country out by Augusta and everything looks sensational.
You bet. Do you enjoy going on location rather than the set studio shots?
Yeah, I hate sets. Studio shots always look just like what they are. They have kind of a sterile look and feel. Natural set like this, you can't build a set as good as this.
Right, this is so true. The paint peeling off the walls and everything. There's some talk around Montana that you perhaps might be bringing your Malpaso production company back to do a Western. Is there any credibility to that?
Well, we don't have anything at the moment, but several of us have kicked around the idea that this would be an ideal place to shoot a Western, if and when we get one, story-wise.
Is it a little bit unusual for stars like yourself to have their own companies?
No, it's not unusual. I've had this one for several years now, I guess about 5 years now. No, it isn't unusual.
You know, the people around Montana who've had the opportunity to meet you, and all of you have been impressed with the caliber of people that surround you. They say they're so untypical Hollywood.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know what is typical Hollywood, but I guess there is kind of a reputation that precedes movie companies of, people that are a little taken up with themselves, but I don't think any of this crew that we have is that way. Right. I hope not.
You know, standing here beside you, you're 6'4", is this correct? Everyone has told me you are the #1 box office star in the world. That's quite an enormous title.
Well, I don't think too much about titles. To me, I just make the films and hope that there's something that the public might enjoy.
Well, they certainly have. As I understand, Dirty Harry may be one of the top 10 grossing films ever made. Is that true?
Well, it's done very well. I don't know exactly how it places in that thing, but it's done extremely well. Probably as good as any picture I've done.
Right. And you have a sequel to that coming out soon?
Yeah, we have a film called Magnum Force, which will be out around Christmas, which is the sequel to Dirty Harry. Totally different type story, but the same character. Mm-hmm. And it's equally as exciting, I think.
Right. You obviously must enjoy playing violence and excitement. That's what your audiences expect and look for in your films.
Well, I think that they like. I think the audiences like escapist type of films, films that take them out of the ordinary everyday problems of life and take them into an imaginary world of something else. And I think that's been the success of Westerns over the years. And I think in the case of even Dirty Harry or some films like that, they are totally escapist in the nature of their entertainment.
You bet. And we might talk a little bit about your directing. I know you love that, and you have a completely different type of film in Breezy. Now, that's not what you'd call a violent action film, is it?
No, Breezy's a love story, and it's one of my favorite projects. I wasn't smart enough to put myself in it. I had William Holden plays the lead, but we directed. It was the third picture I've done. Play Misty was the first, and High Plains Drifter the second.
Mm-hmm. And we'll be looking for Breezy about when?
That'll be out in November. I think High Plains Drifter is now back again at opening at the drive-in tonight.
Yeah, is that right?
I think sometime this week.
We'll be back in a moment. Has your son Kyle appeared in any of the scenes in this movie,
Oh, he
Clint?
snuck into one over by the schoolhouse, but he's not terribly interested one way or the other. It's all right for a minute, you know.
He's how old now?
5.
And you have a little girl, and how old is she?
1.
She's what? Does Kyle show any talent in the acting line at all?
I think so. He's a ham, you know. He's more of a ham than I am, I think.
All right.
So he's who knows? I don't know. It's a little early in life to decide what he wants to do. That'll be up to him.
Okay. Okay, now we'll just change roles and we'll get him.